Right now in my technical area, I'm in class, but I'm also a lab assistant, so I help my teachers out. We're working on cybersecurity, so like capture the flag, vulnerability testing. I help my teacher, Mr. Merkert, out with running his class a little bit, but mostly I work on side projects that he assigns to me and fix things up. Over the summer, our main project was getting the networking teacher's classroom rebuilt. There was cables everywhere. It was a mess. It just looked bad. So that was our main project, was getting that completely rebuilt, making it look nice, and then getting the system set up for the computers to communicate to.
So me and Alex have been working together every year since we've been here. We've been very close. We've been best friends. And me and him have actually completed a lot with cybersecurity and networking.
I really think that the shop teachers for our area really do go above and beyond. They've stayed late. They've reworked the curriculum and made it a lot more like interactive, and it makes a lot more sense now too. Our teachers have been really putting in the effort to make sure we can actually get the information we need. The two teachers that I probably give the biggest shout out to are definitely Mr. Marks and Mr. Collins. Both of them were really teachers that looked out for me and made sure I was getting my work done. They also made their classes interesting for me to like participate in, and it helped push me to like not just blow it off. They've developed some really interesting things that like aren't available anywhere else, and they're continuing to build up a program that like York Tech can't be proud of. So when I heard that I got student of the month, it was how did that even happen? It's something I definitely have tried to work towards the last 4 years here, and it feels pretty good.
Right now in engineering, we're doing a whole year project. So we're coming up with ideas of problems that we want to solve, and then we're working throughout the whole year to fix the problem. I've learned how to use machines in the shop, like the CNC machine, and I've learned how to code, which I love coding. I know how to put together parts to make like a small car, and I know how to make it move, make it run.
We're making a screen printer, and we are using Inventor to make our drawing, and it's kind of difficult to do that, but she's always there to help me if I ever need help with the parts I need and how to assemble them.
When I first got here, I wasn't really sure if I wanted to do engineering. I was actually debating whether I wanted to do like cosmetology, but then sophomore year came around and we did more things with computers, coding, and I discovered that I really enjoy doing things like that. My favorite part about York Tech is definitely the clubs. They're really inclusive, and I like that they have a club for everything so everyone can feel included. After high school, I want to go to college for a 4-year for a bachelor's degree, and I want to go into software engineering. After being named Student of the Month, I felt recognized. I felt like my teachers were recognizing me as a good student in their class, and it felt good.
So for like the first 3 weeks, we were mainly learning about the safety and all of that, because in automotive, we use a lot of tools and chemicals. Then after that, we kind of just branched off and we're doing a bunch of tasks. We're doing my block projects and the torque wrenches. So you're basically taking off and putting on a tire and then torquing it to the right foot-pound. Main thing that I'm excited for is when I could join hot rodders, because I really want to be able to take apart like an engine and just put it back together. Like, that's just really fun to me. I didn't know about tech until I was in 6th grade when my sister joined. And then a bunch of stuff happened with my mom's car and I had to help fix it, and I felt how much I loved it. So I'm like, I want to do this.
Ethan, he is very outgoing. He would like to communicate. If you have a question, you can go to him. I have worked on one project with Ethan, and that was very simple, but he found a way to make things fun.
When the Army showed up at the school, I took their pamphlet and it said the mechanic spot in it. So I'm like, that's what I'm gonna do. But I've kind of just always wanted to join the military since I was like 5 or 6, and that just never really went away. So honestly, when you first pulled me out and then you said that I'm the student of the month, and like I didn't really understand how, because I'm really talkative in class. Like, I still do my work, but I'm really talkative. So I didn't really understand how I got it, and then I realized who gave it to me, and I'm like, oh.
I'm working on character design. I'm trying to go for a different style. So my usual style is like kind of super round, and I do super thick line art. So this time around I'm trying to go for something like geometric, and then I'm not doing line art at all. My shop teacher, Mr. Henderson, has allowed me to grow and mature in my art. He's allowed me to progress way faster than I would have by myself. My favorite project was actually one that we did 2 weeks ago because I've been waiting for an animation unit for the past 4 years, and the minimum was 24 frames. And I was so excited about that project that I made it 160 frames.
So in the beginning of the year, we had a project where we made a comic strip. We had to give it off to someone else to ink it. So we actually traded projects, and she inked my work and I inked hers. So she did very well on that. I was happy with the outcome, and so was Mr. Henderson.
This is the thing for me because I want to make like a name for myself as an artist. I want to make a career for myself. The certifications I got in Photoshop, InDesign, and Illustrator are super cool because that means I can just like go out and I can get a graphic design job even without going to college. It's allowed me to branch out and try new things. It's allowed me to have opportunities I wouldn't have had. After high school, I want to go to pre-law, and after pre-law, I want to get like involved in either the Senate or the House of Representatives. I'm just happy that I won Student of the Month. Very thankful. I was just like really excited when I heard about it. I had to call my mom, I had to call my dad, I had to tell everybody.
So as of right now, we are preparing the menu for the Spartan Inn. Last week we held a shop competition for our culinary class. If you ever seen the show, it's basically like a mystery box. We were given criteria on what we were supposed to use, and for our criteria we basically were supposed to use plums, honey, and one of the 3 baking methods. We decided to make a Danish and a pie and a mini pie, and it was probably the first time I've actually ever worked with pie, and we ended up winning the competition. I learned a lot about myself and how I work with things.
Christian is very nice. He definitely works hard, but if you have a question or two, he'll definitely answer them. We've made soups together, we made pasta together, we've made sandwiches together, and it was really fun.
Pretty sure it was back in 2018. My dad was trying to open up his own restaurant. When he brought his whole family to basically set up the place. I just learned that it was my calling. I wanted to do this. I wanted to be here. So York Tech, I feel like it provides me the education I want and I need for my future. I want to go out there and make my place in the world. I want to open up my own restaurant somewhere in the area since I really like it here. And that's basically my main motivation for going to school and doing this. It's definitely worth it. You will get the education. You will get what you want. If you want to do anything that involves in one of these fields, you will get that education that you want. After being named the Student of the Month, I felt surprised because I didn't exactly think I would get this award.